All right, we're on. Good morning. I'm Dan Mayson, and here's a look at the morning news that I have in my right hand. A number of golfers in Arizona at the Talking Stick Golf Club in Scottsdale, Arizona, were approached by a coyote that was just moments earlier stalking a small animal. The coyote came up to him looking like he needed some help. They didn't have any food, but they did have some water, so I put it in a cup, gave him the water, and also gave him, believe it or not, an opportunity to get close enough to rub its ear. A few moments later, the coyote headed off in search of something Yet, believe it or not, no sign of the roadrunner. Meep, meep. Word out of Japan today is that Toyota is working on launching a new solid-state battery for electrical vehicles that will put it solidly in the EV game by 2022. Back in February, that's like 5 years. Back in February, John Goodenough, that's his real name, the co-inventor of the lithium-ion battery that you and I have on our cell phones, observed that cost, safety, energy density, rates of charge and discharge, and cycle life are critical for battery-driven cars to be more widely adopted. And he felt that current lithium batteries are just not good enough. Get it? Good enough. His last name is good enough. He felt it wasn't good. The joke. Anyway, he's 95, and he is back in the lab developing the next generation of solid-state batteries, and he's hoping that they won't dwindle over time. You know, when you get a brand new phone, you charge it, lasts for like a day, and then it's like 23 hours, and now it's 9 hours. Anyway, now you're going to be plugged into the wall all the time. Anyway, he's working on that. But John, you're 95. The battery, it's good enough. Okay, well, why don't you go take a look at your family? Go hang out with them. You're 95 years old. Shouldn't you be moving to Florida? I mean, really, give the young kids a chance. Really. All right, Marianne Nayagard, postdoctoral student at Australia's Murdoch University, had been searching for evidence of a fourth ocean sunfish species for nearly 5 years. In 2014, the researcher finally found one washed on the shores in New Zealand, marking the first new sunfish species to be identified in 130 years. Thus, eluding detection for over 130 years, this particular species was named the hoodwinker. Get it? He got hoodwinked because they, took 130 years to find it. The DNA samples that they just didn't know that the species was unique. Just recently found out. They did the testing. It is unique, and they are delicious. President Donald Trump told the Wall Street Journal that Apple CEO Tim Cook promised him the tech titan would build 3 big plants, beautiful plants. Can't make this up. In the United States, he didn't elaborate on potential locations or construction dates for the manufacturing facilities, and Apple declined to comment on the subject to the Wall Street Journal. Wall Street Journal also reports, I spoke to Mr. Cook. He promised me 3 big plants. Big, big, big. Mr. Trump said as a part of the discussion about business tax reform and business investment. I said, Tim, unless you start building your plants in this country, I won't consider my administration an economic success. He called me and said, hey, we're going to go forward. Then he said, I'll get rid of my Samsung. I'm going to buy an Apple. I can still have Candy Crush and I can still Twitter, right? Let's see. It's interesting. A new product called A2 milk. This milk has been in the market in Australia and New Zealand for a number of years already. It just recently entered U.S. markets. A2 milk is cow's milk that contains the A2 beta-casein protein. Most cow's milk that we drink contains a mix of 2 types of beta-casein proteins, A1 and A2. The 2 types differ by just 1 amino acid, but A2 milk is produced from cows that naturally only contain the A2 protein. Western cattle is more likely to contain a mix of the 2 proteins, approximately 60% of more beta-casein in A2 and 40% casein in A1. Asian and African dairy herds are more likely to produce... Hello? Oh, I'm losing you. Never mind. Snap. All right. A woman who once reported her fiance missing from her kayak, missing after his kayak capsized, in a frigid Hudson River, pleaded guilty to criminal negligence homicide yesterday, admitting she pulled the plug on his kayak so it would fill with water. Prosecutors said Angelica Graswell, 37, also admitted that she knew that he was not wearing a life vest or a wetsuit, and that the locking clip to his paddle was missing, putting him in grave danger. The plug to the kayak was later found in her car. Prosecutors said Graswald was arrested 11 days later after the incident upon giving inconsistent statements to police. She admitted to the crime at that point in her questioning, saying, "I wanted him dead, and now he's dead. I didn't kill him. I loved him. I'm not a killer. I'm a good person." Okay, got a new candidate for the dating game. Alrighty, final story. Heather Duarte, a State Department spokesman, surprised reporters on Tuesday by stating that Secretary of State Rex Tillerson was taking a little time off. When asked about the discrepancies between Tillerson's public schedule and his reported movements and why the department hadn't updated the press on his whereabouts, Duarte said Tillerson does have the ability to go away for a few days on his own. Not sure what he's up to, but I got to tell you, he did just this morning, he did link me in and asked me if we want to be friends and asked me if there are any openings. So just saying. Anyway, that's the news I got for, there we go, July 26, 2017. I'm Dan Mayson. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, you got to subscribe if you want to watch these every day. There's that little bell mechanism. I have no idea what it is. You have to hit the bell mechanism, and then you have to hit the subscribe button, and then you'll be notified when I get new things. We need more subscribers, so let's work on that. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.